What a crisp, cool evening. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, it's Riddick Big Daddy Bowe. 6'5", 240 pounds. Riddick Big Daddy Bowe, despite being 6'5" tall, one of the best inside fighting heavyweights there's ever been. And here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes, perhaps one of the most underrated and underappreciated heavyweight champions.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe.
Fighting out of the blue corner,
from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world.
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many fights.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. Not a lot of defense here at all. The fans have been waiting all day for this one, and they are highly hydrated. What an environment it's going to be tonight underneath the stars.
These fighters have had to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everybody's been waiting for these two. This is it. This is it.
Boxed the right there. Oh my, the big fella just got rocked.
These days, where should...
And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse.
What a shot. Was that a flash knockdown? He should get up from that. He's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to?
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Punch, counter punch. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. We're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Bowe in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down. You've got to think.
And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy.
The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter.
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered. Does he know? Does he know he's even gone?
That was not a good moment for him, but seems like he's out of the dark place.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
They ring the bell, and here we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with it.
You got a swarmer on your case. You know you got to fight. You got to hold him. You got to tie him up. You got to lean on him when you come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even-steven. These punches coming from every angle.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. How about that time counter shot? They better start respecting each other's punching power. Defense is not an option for these two. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on this. They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Good one. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You don't want to trade shots. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. Can't find a home with that jab.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in.
Whoa, wait a minute! What a shot! 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That punch lands. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Missing with the hook. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. The jab misses. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second.
And there's the bell to start the round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
Remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
Insane action. Both men step back for just a moment. Pretty close fight here in this round. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano. They're letting the shots go.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the corner man's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
the bell, and here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Solid punch. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Just missed with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Oh my goodness, and that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
How about that time counter shot? We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't land the jab there. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. By the way, the connect percentages have. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start the round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Misses with the jab. These two fighters are made for one another. There's a counter shot. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
So you get him in there with some...
And now going for the finish.
Does he...
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
So he's back on his feet, but he's got to somehow turn this around.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to do what they've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Beautiful counter shot. They missed with the jab. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
And there's the bell to start the round. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off, then blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Well done with that counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bowe, ring away. You walk back.
They ring the bell, and here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Which fighter will say no mas? Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose. Oh, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble.
His legs have gone. He's got to get their hands up. It's survival instincts now. Get him up.
Oh, good shot, good shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round. So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there. Look at his corner. Look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down. Make the most of the count. Get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner to somehow get to the end of the round.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.